Good morning, everyone. We have Michelle and Patty for this class. We are moving towards the level 3 of this logistics and supply chain virtual class, and we have interesting topics to follow. The next upcoming topics would deal about Incoterms, would deal about sustainable logistics. At the same time, we will be discussing further about demand and forecasting, and also that will include further details about warehousing. I believe Faith and Rusty won't be able to join us, but they will be watching this recording later while. Anyway, let's have a very short discussion before we move on to the succeeding topics. This is a presentation that I asked you to do, which is the 5S. Sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. I asked you to relate it in your workplace. How are you doing? How are you applying the 5S in your company or in the department that you work with right now? So sort, it says there, sorting by the workplace by moving all the necessary items. The items are set aside to evaluate their usage to their keep, to either keep the item or eliminate it. Is that how you do? In what department, Michelle, would you do the sorting?
Hi, sir. So usually we're doing the sorting inside the warehouse, and also most of the time it's actually inside the warehouse because it's really critical when you are inside the warehouse. And as per safety team, you should be ready because everything that you see inside the warehouse is really important, and safety is important to all. So 5S in our company is really a vital,
Critical, yes. And
yeah,
vital.
this is a very vital process that we actually follow. And if in case you are not following it, there's gonna be a necessary serious action that will be taken.
So that is for
So
sorting. Yeah, that's true.
yeah, everything, if you will go inside the warehouse, you would really see some posters like 5S and what needs to be done. So you will really relate inside. I'm not sure how about you, Paddy. I think Paddy can relate inside the warehouse.
Yes, later while we will discuss on Alain Waters, how they do it. Set in order is making a specific place for each item. Setting place, specific place for each item. Assign them in location based on their type of work. It makes the workplace organized. How is that being applied in Amazon?
So
There are.
inside the warehouse where we have some cages. Usually it's gonna be at the very back after the conveyors. So each cage there's a specific items that needs to be placed, and we are marking it. So if you go through the file, I have some examples there with the screenshot on what you actually see inside the warehouse.
Which page?
If you go, yeah, this one. You can go to 11. I think it's gonna be in 11. Yeah, this one. Again, I think after. Again, yeah, this one. So number 8. So for example, this red bag, we can say
Yes.
that these are the items with damages or problematic items. Lost and found items will be in different cage or different compartments. And we usually provide a five S red tag so that you can identify that this item belongs to this kind of items or damages or departments.
This is really nice. I get to see this is this is where you actually work, right?
Yeah.
What's inside this box?
This one I think. Let me see. I cannot see. I cannot see the red flag.
Yeah, it's
But I
blurred.
believe these are the items that we received from fulfillment center that we need to. I'm not really sure actually, sir. I forgot.
Don't worry, it's okay.
I just took a screenshot.
Okay, so that will be for your sorting. Everything has to be in specific place. Okay, then we have shine. After both sort and set order, shining cleaning the workplace area is how to ensure the gains from sort and set. Creates pleasant environment for the associates. Kayo pa rin ba yung nagki-clean? Is it still you that clean, Michelle,
Yes,
or
sir.
you have
It needs to be clean all the time. So if someone is cleaning, there's a placard or a statement that says, "Please, floor is wet," or
mm,
something like that. And then they will put the triangle to make sure that you cannot pass by in that area.
is it still you that cleans it? I mean, do you experience
No,
cleaning
no,
it
no.
or other people?
We
There's
have
a staffer.
we have janitor.
Okay, so that
So
is
third
perfect.
party vendors, they provide cleaners to our warehouses.
Mhm. So this is cleaning of the actual flooring to make sure that
Yeah.
everything is safe. That's true.
Yeah.
Everywhere have to make sure because that's an accident when the floor is wet.
Yeah. So if you go through the file, I also share. Oh, it's here actually, sir. So let's say, for example, so this is their cleaning. So they will write and sign. If they're done, then they will also sign if they're done cleaning.
Ah, so there will be
We
a
also have
record
a,
of
yeah,
who does the cleaning, who does
yeah,
the activity on that area.
yeah, I think
So if there's something
so.
that was
Like
missing,
starting board, they check and doesn't clean. If they check, then they need to sign.
this is like organized.
Yeah.
Moving forward, we have standardize to maintain all the previous steps, standardization, and creating new rules to follow to ensure that these rules are the new habits of associates. Is it being applied? How do you say that everyone in the team is following the rules or habits of the associates?
Every now and then, sir, we have a training to ensure that everyone is aware of the process. And after the training, there's an assessment to make sure that they understand what is the new process. If there's a new process, what are the things that they need to follow. So everyone is should adhere the process because we
Mhm.
have our safety team. Our safety team is the one looking to all associates, and if you are not following, usually they are sending some emails, and they
Memo.
will send some verbal warning, coachings, and why you didn't follow. Is it hard for you to follow? So what is your action plan
Yes.
to ensure that you will follow the process? So
You know what? This is somehow helpful because again, they're only thinking about the safety of everyone. They're trying to avoid accidents. So it is just right to do it. So I support this kind of trainings, everyone. But sometimes people are tend to skip it, and there's danger with that. Is that correct, Michelle?
yes, sir. In daily basis also we have a report. So it is included in our daily business review. What
Mm-hmm.
happened on yesterday? Do we have incident? Did our associate follow? Like what happened to the floor markings? It should, but I think every month or every week they are removing the markings and then they're putting a new one
Mm.
just to make sure that you can really see the new markings. Markings also is important because each color has a different
Meaning.
description,
Mm-hmm.
meaning. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's for a standardization in the context of Amazon. Sustain. Its role is to make sure the standards and the three steps are executed correctly. You have to sustain it. Without sustaining the steps, all efforts will be prove pointless. Following 5S will improve safety. How it's being sustained? Paano nyo sinusustain yung this uh, procedures?
Also, we have a team leader. Team leader usually do a stand-up meeting prior to the start of their day, or a jump start prior to the start of their day,
Mm-hmm.
to sustain all the processes. And they are also checking in daily basis if all of the associate is following 5S.
Mm-hmm. How
So
many
if they
team?
cannot follow, it means it
Mhm.
was not sustained.
Also, when it comes to like the team leader handling the like making sure that everyone follows it, would they have like a checklist? Would they do
They
report, or is it just one person?
they have cert for, let's say for example with Shine. Normally Shine, more or less it's with another department. It's another department's job to ensure the checklist is checked every now and then. Then there's going to be another department who will check for the standardize, the sustain. So each one of them plays an important role in our 5S.
How often you do trainings in Amazon?
Almost every week, I think, sir.
So it's part of your routine that you get trainings.
Yeah.
You know, because this is in
And
America,
stand-up
right?
meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, stand-up meeting is really important. Let us say if you miss a stand-up meeting and then there's an incident, they will ask like, so what did you do yesterday? Why you have not done a stand-up meeting before the start of the day?
Mm-hmm. So it's a requirement.
It's a
Accidents, by the
requirement
way,
of
yes.
them
Would you have
doing
accidents?
it. Yeah, of course, sir.
When was the
So
last time you
last
had?
time, last incident happened. One associate, he just collapsed. We actually don't know the reason. So safety team was able to assist, and also in our bulletin board, we have emergency number. We also have the information of the hospitals, like what is the nearest hospital in Alcuz. So if there's an incident, usually we run to that hospital.
Yes. Um, what exactly happened?
We actually don't know, sir. He just fainted. So he was working. I think he was picking up something, putting all the items in the cages to prepare those items to be taken by the driver. And then he just collapsed. Maybe he did not eat or what. And
Mm-hmm.
there's another incident. So I'm sure that we discussed the importance of description, right, in the boxes. So in the box, it doesn't say it's hazardous or fragile. But then when the associate took the box, his hand burned. So when we opened the shipment, it is not acid,
Mm-hmm.
it is chlorine. So we found out that the driver is allergic to chlorine. So
Oh.
his hands was burning, and his eyes, because he tried to rub his eyes. So it was really a very big call out last time, because what happened? Why the shipment was not tagged as hazardous,
Correct, correct.
and a safety team was able to check that the item is not acidic. It's just a chlorine. It's a normal chlorine cleaning material.
Mm. But is he fine now?
Yeah, yeah, it's fine.
Okay, that's good to know. There's no casualty because that will be more like trouble for the company. What is this now?
So this is our floor marking, sir. So if you can see blue markings inside our house, it means this is for the staging or the storage of materials.
Mm-hmm.
And also you cannot walk through on that area if there's a box with a blue markings.
Mm.
Even
Staging.
if it's empty, you're not allowed to walk through
Okay,
because it's not a pathway.
that makes sense. Yes. Okay. Method to organize. That's green, blue. Orange is pit line. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How would be in the context of Amazon pit line?
Pit line, this is for the forklift. This is
Mm-hmm.
for same as with Paddy.
Yes.
I'm sure Paddy is aware of the pit lane.
So this is where he drives his
Yeah. Only
his
the
wheels.
forklift is allowed in that area.
Okay. And then we have areas for the must remain free of obstruction may indicate caution. Black and red. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So high voltage areas, like if that area is like the electrical area, usually we put this kind of markings.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not allowed to go near that area.
Mm-hmm. And then we have now
The
yellow
waste.
waste, rubbish, recycle, etc.
I think it's here outside. So yeah. So this
Ah, yes,
this is it.
yes, correct. Only two.
So
What
yeah.
are those? What are the markings for those waste trash bins?
So we have plastic, and this one is the cardboard.
Other wastes.
Other ways, it's inside the station
Okay, one
and
second. I'm
the
just
panic
receiving
station.
a call. One second. Hello. Yeah. Anyway, they might call again. I'm expecting a call from the Ministry of Labor because we're trying to do partnership with internship. So I do that as well. I am managing that. So I thought they were calling. That was their call, and then they drop it immediately. Maybe they thought they would say that they called me, and then I did not answer. But hello, I'm always on my phone. Okay, cool. So we have conveyor, transition points, no access, red and white. Right, Michelle?
Yes, sir.
Fire-related equipment, red. Okay.
Fire or any first aid equipment.
Yes, that will be red, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's outside, I think. Let me see. We have the red. Oh yeah, it's here, sir. Uh, first aid kit and wheelchair.
Okay.
Your warehouse is big, it's like hospital.
Hospital. Amazon, yes, because they have so much markings. Creation of space, cleanliness, hygiene and tidiness, good facility management, improve safety, improve quality, abnormalities, boost morale, and decrease the aid waste. D, defects, overproduction, waiting, non-use talent, transportation, inventory, motion, extra process. This is nice. Okay. This is like an iceberg. Please, Michelle, describe this inclusion, this illustration.
Okay, this one, sir.
Yeah, the iceberg.
So these are the reason why we need to follow 5S, because it creates some space and it can identify abnormalities, and it is to ensure the cleanliness inside the warehouses. And it also means if you are following 5S, it means your facility management is good and great. And also it will improve quality. So for improving quality is especially in the organization of your shipments or the cages inside the warehouse.
Mhm.
So improve safety. This will improve safety because if you organize your things and if you put a description or markings, it means that you are trying to give an awareness to the associate that they are not allowed to pass by on that area because let's say the floor is wet, or they are not allowed to pass by on that area because there's an electricity inside. It's dangerous, it's high voltage area. So it will really improve the safety of all the associates. So here in our company, we educate our associate that first that safety is our top priority. That is the reason why we always implement and we educate and coach them to adhere our 5S procedure. And
Mm.
also it will boost their morale that yes, this place is good and it's safety. The safety of the associate is their top priority, so they can work safely inside our house.
Yes, they are confident that their welfare is big,
Yeah.
is the topmost priority of the people of the management.
Yeah. Also improve productivity. So if there's no, like if the facility is organized, there's no mess, it would really improve productivity. So let us say, for example, you are pushing your cage and there's one box that is blocking your way. Again, it would decrease the productivity because you need to make sure that uh, to put that aside in order for you to pass by. And here in our company, we are in time is really important because we are always following time and we are in a fast-paced environment, especially in the morning dispatch.
Mhm. Okay, so if you would see the illustration on the top, creation of space abnormalities, but beyond that, there are things uh, that are below the iceberg. You know that saying, right? You know that idiomatic expression. It's just at the tip of the iceberg. There are underlying things up below. So there are things,
Yeah.
bigger things under that. And you
Mm.
have here do downtime. Okay. We have the acronym downtime. How is this being applied? How is this
So the defects.
significant?
So this is really significant, sir, because you would know the defects, how many defects that you have. By looking at one particular area, you would know the defects. Why we are overproduction. You will look at one area and you will understand why our facility or our warehouse is overproductive. So there's
Overproduction, you mean? Like,
yeah, overproduction.
mhm.
Transportation also, for transportation, it would lead to downtime because by just looking at it or by just not following all the processes, you would really know that we are not I mean for the transportation, I'm a bit confused with transportation
Mhm.
anyway.
Yes. I mean, transportation, I mean, these are the decrease the 8 lean wastes. It could be the moving of the items
So
because
moving of
time
the
is
items.
important. Yes. When you transport it from one place to another, yes, you try to save time as well with this.
Yeah.
Invest,
Motion of the associates to just make sure that you have enough space for them to
correct.
move around
And that
and
would
extra processes.
I saw this. I was in a hotel once, and then at their warehouse, apparently, the stock room where they keep all their materials would be at the ground floor, like even lower than the ground floor. And then there would be illustration of how to lift a box. So there's a proper
Yeah.
way of lifting the box. There are three pictures that they would say, this is wrong way, this is wrong way, this is the right way. When one foot is ahead, one foot is backwards, and then that's the one time you bend and you lift. You
Yeah.
don't lift a box when your both feet are on like aligned together. Yeah, there are, I've seen that. Some,
Yes, we have the pictures as well, sir.
yes, the the proper way of lifting. These
Yeah,
steps,
proper way of also pushing the cart.
yes, because we don't want accidents. That's true.
A
That's
proper
hazard of
way
work.
to park your forklift. Proper way to to arrange the wooden pallets.
Yes. So there are illustrations to do that. Okay. These steps feed into each other to the sequence is important. Clearing the necessary materials in step one, sort, will provide the space needed to organize the important items for two, set in order. So it is related to one another.
Yeah.
Yes. Then once the workspace is decluttered and organized, dirt and grime can be removed in step three, which is shine. This changes to work job duties and work environment should be reflected in updated procedures through step four, which is standardize. Standardize, that means that everyone knows it. It is a standard. Finally, those new procedures won't amount to much unless responsibility is assigned and progress is tracked, because we need to make sure that it is being sustained. It's a regular habit. Okay, it's interesting. First sort, clearing area. Okay. Mm-hmm. Earlier, what was your explanation for this? Each
So
location with
this is
red tag.
this is the sort and set aside. So you need to set aside those items, and you need to ensure that that you put the red tag to identify that particular item.
Mm-hmm. Next, set in
And there's
order.
a specific width, sir. How many meters they are away from each other? I just
And
did
that
not
would
include
be,
it because it would really.
yes. And how much meters are they should be, like the distance from one item to another?
So it's like, so in my first example, it's 5 to 10 cm wide tape line. I have the other way.
This is page 8. Okay, yes. Required signage labels the red tag area should be labeled on the floor outside of the taped area and have a designated airport sign hung above. Every time brought to the red tag area must be labeled with a red tag. The tag should include all pertinent information as to why the item is being placed in the red tag area, damaged items, unwanted items, obsolete items. Do you reverse logistics them? Do you send it back to the
Yeah.
supplier?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about yourself? I mean, from Amazon itself, would you have items that are in the red tag area that
Yeah.
cannot be sent anymore? What are those items?
Normally, those are like, we are not going to send it back to fulfillment center, you mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I mean, those in just sitting there in your warehouse.
Actually, I am not sure, sir, if we have items that we stock inside. that we don't need to put to bring it back to FC.
Yes.
I'm not sure of it.
Yes, but you want to make sure that everything is disposed, everything is cleared. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's true. So I have one situation last time. We ordered t-shirts for the associates. So what we did is we put it back to at the back of the station. And then leadership was calling me and they're asking when are we gonna remove that item? Because it needs to be removed.
What will be your action item now if it needs to be removed?
So what we did is we asked our fleet team to count how many items is inside that box and distribute right away, because we only have 1 day to stock, and then if still that item will be put in there, then I don't know, I think they will send a violation email. Why it was not distributed. They will ask such question like why it was not distributed, what is the timeline that it needs to distribute, what caused the delay. So you will have to answer that kind of questions.
Is that you doing that? Would you be the one to discuss?
I don't know. I'm not the one, but it's gonna be the leadership. Because in our daily call, they will ask some, let's say for example, safety. So safety will call out that, hey, there's one box, it was not removed. Can you give us an update on why it was not removed? So sometimes leadership will answer that call out, not me.
Correct. Set in order. I think we discussed this earlier. Pedestrian only areas will be designated with width of lines 5 to 10 centimeters wide tape lines, single direction walkways 6 to 75 centimeters, two-way walks 75 to 1 meter, mobility impairments 1 to 1.2 meters. So there should be really a space for people to move the items, for them to load it, unload it, and transfer the items, right?
Yes, sir.
Green, pedestrian icons be a simple person walking in the green line. So this is how it really looks like, Michelle, in your warehouse. So
yes,
people
sir.
walk. There's so many signages. You have to be alert of the color. What if you're colorblind?
Oh, good luck to you.
Your color blue might be color green.
You know, to be honest, sir, I actually don't know about the floor markings before.
Yes.
So I'm just walking, and sometimes yard marshal or the safety will call me, hey, Michelle, why are you there? Why are you walking? You don't understand the markings?
So you have to understand it as well.
Yeah, and I was so honest at that time that I said, yeah, I'm sure I don't know the markings. What is this about?
What about you, Paddy? Do you know the markings in your workplace?
Yeah, we do have them.
Yes. Do you see in your own observation, was it being followed? Are people like aware of
most especially?
Yes. Okay, let's continue. We will move forward to Paddy's workplace.
What happened to the network?
All right. Next, 11. Color lines, orange. Okay, these are the sizes. Orange again. What is orange again, as you said? Pit lane.
That is for pit lane, yeah.
Okay. So the pit lane is
this one, sir, in the second, it's the second picture. So only pit lane can be on that space.
That's true. Okay, this is interesting. And then this one is people and the can share that space. Correct. Okay. Building legends. Yes. Oops. Shine, cleaning, routine. This is the checklist that you told that you
Yeah.
described earlier. How many cleaners do you have?
I think we have like around 10 in the morning, and then additional 10 at night.
There's so many of
Yeah, yes,
them.
sir. Yeah. So we have one Filipina lady. Her job is to clean the pantry, to clean this area. Other one, I think 5 guys. They are responsible for warehouse cleaning, like the inside one, to ensure that all items is being set aside in their particular space. And an additional 3, they are in the side of the conveyor. So they need to check that conveyor is safe to run every time we put the shipments. And sometimes they are checking some electrical wires and so on and so forth. So we have a lot of cleaners. And waters, they need to check if we have enough waters, we have enough supply. And they need to check everything there from the check mark.
How how long are their working hours?
9 hours. They are not allowed to work 10 hours. You're allowed 1 hour OT, but more than that, you are not allowed.
During Ramadan, how many like this time? I mean, your working hours.
Oh, we actually, sir, we have a good news. So now we shifted to 2 hours, 2 days off. So our working hours before, it's 9 hours minus 1 hour break. Now it's 10 hours minus 1 hour break. So we're gonna be working 9 hours a shift. But now in Ramadan, we're working 8 hours a shift minus 1 hour break.
Okay.
But it's okay because we have 2 days off finally.
Yes. So what is your day off now?
Saturday, Sunday.
So tomorrow is your off.
Yeah. Or is my off?
Yes. So they got the checklist. They have to make sure that it's all listed. So probably they would know who is responsible to what happened. CCTVs, by the way, CCTVs.
Yeah. We have a lot of CCTV, sir.
Yeah.
Inside, no, we don't have, but in the warehouse, I think in every 2 meters you will see CCTVs because it's really important. No, we have some high value shipments.
Yes.
Any loss, we will have to check CCTV to ensure that no one really took that shipments.
For security purposes.
Yeah, for security purposes, but sometimes the vendor, it's their responsibility. Once you receive the shipment, it is now your responsibility to take good care of it.
Yeah, I agree.
Once it's lost, it's lost. Especially that they will see that in the CCTV that you received the shipment. We will ask for a credit note. It's either you lost it while you are delivering or you took it.
Yes, they have to be aware. Okay.
So important. That's why we asked all vendors that you need to sign up for a cargo insurance.
Yes. I love this portion as well of your presentation. Sustaining a 5S program can mean different things in different workplaces, but there are some elements that are common in successful programs. Okay. You said management support. What do you mean by this?
So management support without visible commitments from the managers, the 5S process won't stick around. So management should really support the 5S implementation and adherence.
They have to adhere with it. Yes.
Yeah. And we need to provide the tools, like, for example, the triangle. If without the triangle, how can you ensure that associates are not allowed to pass by in that area without putting
The
a
call,
blocker?
yes, the one that you can
Yeah,
fold, like a signage that there is like a man
yeah,
sleeping. Yes.
correct. So if you will not provide what's the name of that, scotch tape, the color scotch tape, how would you know that you need to put a particular floor markings in that area? So it's really
Yes, yes,
important that there's a support from the management.
correct. For the safety of everyone. Then you move to department tours.
Yeah, normally it's the safety team who is handling the department tours.
Mhm. Who would be in the department tours? The checkers from ISO, who else?
Mm, not specifically, sir. So let us say, for example, we have visitors. Visitors will be brief or will be oriented by one of our safety associate or safety officer.
Correct. Mhm. And then you have updated training.
Yeah, so updated training, it is handled by our L&D team. We have any training related, it's either safety or UTR or any processes, it's handled by our training team.
Yes. With your training team, you said every week they would do. Is it like a one time for everyone or one department at a time?
It's
The
one department at a time.
Okay. Yeah, please
And
describe.
also sometimes per batches.
There itself in your warehouse, or you would
Yeah.
go like in an office. Yes. Okay.
Normally they're doing it in person training, or they will assign a particular course we have KNET online. All courses will be assigned and then we need to finish and complete the course on time. And they are also checking on it. What is the progress? In our daily call, they will also they will provide a visibility of the completion rate of each courses.
Mhm.
Again, it's gonna be another call out if this particular station has the highest in progress rating.
All right. Then we have progress audits.
Yeah. So this is the one, sir. So and they need to have an audit. We have an audit with our safety at the same time audit with our training team.
Can you describe further how you do the progress audits?
So for the progress audit, for training team, they have the completion rate. Maybe I can show you one. And for safety, I'll show you one. Okay, I'll share my screen, sir. Huh?
Sure. Wait, let me allow everyone to share their screen. Okay, everyone is allowed. You found it? Progress audits. The standards that are created in 5S programs should provide specific and measurable goals. Measurable goals. Checking on those goals on a periodic audit can provide important information and guidance where 5S working well, where our teams falling behind. Who
I will
does your...
share.
Sure.
I'll share in the chat box, sir,
Who
for
does...
an example.
Yes. Here. Who does your audit?
Normally, it's the safety team.
Yes, internal audit. What about external?
External, oh, we have one time we have a visitor from municipality.
From
You
the
remember?
municipal.
Yeah. When I also worked before, sir, as a membership consultant in a gym. Yeah, it's a community gym. Municipality is also doing the audit. So
Is
you
it
need to,
a surprise visit or like?
sometimes it's a surprise visit, sometimes it's a scheduled visit.
Mhm. So every time you have to be ready.
Yeah. That's why you need to have an audit to make sure that all of your procedure is on track.
Everyone should be wearing PPEs. Everyone should be aware. Oh, this is one of example of your audits. Wait, let me check
Yeah.
that.
So that's one example.
Audits. Same.
We can say like today is green day, or today is not as green as yesterday. It is one of the example.
This is internal.
Yeah.
Ooh, social distancing. DAD1, DDB3. Are these departments?
Yeah. No, that's station wise.
Station 1, 3, 6, and 7. Social distancing, sanitation supply audit, social distancing, night shift. Okay. Green, green, green. This is manual checking, right?
That's manual checking, sir.
Okay.
It should be manual, always.
Like an actual person does to
Yeah.
oversee it personally.
They have a checklist.
All right, then.
And they
Lastly,
will
we have
mark.
performance evaluation. Once you know your goals are reasonable, make performance part of each employee evaluation. When
Yeah.
teams and individuals perform well, celebrate it and post overall results to each team can see how they compare to the rest of the facility. Would you have this kind of performance evaluation?
Yes, sir. So in 5S, it should be 6S actually for our company. So
Mm-hmm.
the last S is safety.
Correct.
Normally, we celebrate the performance evaluation for our safety. We have tracked 10,000 hours, no, 1 million hours safety, safety. So it means like there's no incident happen in 1 million hours.
So that's something to celebrate.
Yeah.
Okay. Did content of your report, Mitch, that's the 5S, relating to
He's
the
in GB6.
context of Amazon. Okay.